me out, tiger. Call me out, why don't you laugh?
So we are going to the Goodwill bins today, and that thinks we're going to make it out for the noon switch out, because they kind of switch out on the hour, especially the books. And we're hoping it doesn't take us 2 hours. Normally we're here just 1 hour, but last time we were here, it took us 2 hours. And maybe that sounds like not a lot of time, but I was pretty tired because we've actually already done Monday's thrifting, so we've been out for a while.
Since 8:30 was when we left.
Yeah, so let's go inside and see what we can find to resell for a profit at the Goodwill bins. Oh, it's busy today. School is out. Oh, I don't know. You might want to ask.
Water or something in there.
Yeah, it looks like it's got stuff in it. I'm gonna get going. Sometimes these side carts are just shoes and bags. It looks like they've got a good variety today. This is the camera strap. I see a little topiary ball. Now I'm gonna have to find a bag to put my stuff in. It's a really cute pillowcase. I like the ruffle on that. Normally I don't buy the fitted sheets, but the elastic seems to be in pretty good shape, so I'm gonna grab this because it matches that pillowcase. Oh look, and here's another one.
Ben's books. Let's see what they got today in here. This is looking like it's been gone through a lot. And this one doesn't look like it's been gone through at all. What's that right there on the top? Modern short stories. I'm looking for bright colored books today. I got kind of a lot of neutrals last week. A couple reds, but I like the blues. People also like the blue books. But I can't stop gravitating towards the neutrals. Oh, this is like an old music book. Raising Chickens for Dummies. Oh, what's this? These I Like Best by Kathleen Norris. 1941. I'm gonna get it. 1945, right on the top. This is a wartime book. The text is complete and unabridged, but every effort has been made to comply with the government's request to conserve essential materials. So this is a fun find. It's in really good shape. It's from the 1970s. Someone has written their history in the front of it. King James Version. But there's art in here. I think I'm gonna get it.
That's so cute. I like this table. I'm guessing it's a tablecloth with the embroidered edge. It's pretty big. This is the same brand as the purse I thrifted last week, but it looks like it's in better condition. The inside is nice, and I love that it's an oilcloth. It just needs to be wiped down. So I'm gonna grab this. I just had to reach way over there, but I found this really cute pillow sham. It's in good condition. I'm gonna keep looking while I wait for them. They're gonna change out the bins. I'm gonna keep looking and see if I can find any more. This is what happens when you bring a librarian to the book bin. Every time I say my sister's a librarian, I can't cut this book apart. This is that sister. Her husband's throwing her books. He's finding some good stuff. He actually works at the school too. He helps kids calm down. He has a master's in, I think, psychology, and has a long history of working with children in CPS. So he's actually a lot of fun, and I'm sure he's getting books to help kids in his room as well.
And we're just gonna leave her here the rest of the day. We'll be back later to get you.
Yes, thank you. Can I just climb in here?
Yep. Now what do we have here? This is older. Let's crack this open together. Oh. It's someone's like handmade recipe book. It was like a journal, and they wrote in notes and recipes. glued them in. I have to get this. Oh, it's full, like almost all the way to the back. The Golden Apples of the Sun. I think this is a sci-fi book. It's like art all through it. Let me see if I can find a page. There we go. 1929, The Embezzlers. I just like this crest on it. It's like embossed down in. Oh no. Someone left this on the burner. Probably almost smoked their house out or burned it down. Trying to light their kitchen on fire. I've done this with hot pads. I really like this one. Their Finest Hour by Winston Churchill. Deckled edge, color's red. The Best Loved Poems of the American People. It's from 1936 is the copyright. Love that it's got a deckled edge, and I'm really liking the black and gold. I feel like I find a Shel Silverstein book about every other week. This is 2 weeks in a row. This is Falling Up. Let's see, when was this one from? I can't remember. This is 1996. It's one of his newer ones.
There's quite a few best-selling patchworks right in there. I don't like that one as much.
Maybe. Hold that one out.
You're over here skipping out on the humidity, right?
Oh, look at this. That Christmas sweater is next level. I think you have a sweater like that, Deborah.
I did.
Cross stitch for all occasions. How does she cross stitch with those nails? Like, look at that.
Can't. I think I wore that sweater out.
You think you wore that sweater? That's why you don't have any more, because you wore it so much? Having a sister is always fun. I don't see anything I can't live without. The Romance of the Patchwork Quilt in America. I like that it's pink. Are there good pictures? Oh, they're all black and white. That's no fun. All right, they're about to let people out. He's yelling, giving them the instructions. Nobody has any idea what he's saying. But in a minute, they're gonna drop the chains and then everybody runs. All right, here it goes. People are moving out. They're coming around the side. They're waiting for them to say it's time to go. All right, let's go. I'm just here for the sheets and the quilts, people. First sheet I found.
Oh, another Winston Churchill book, The Gathering Storm. Let's see, is this the same time? 1948. So I think this is same time as his other book. Spied this book. It looks about my speed. The Right Age. Head of the House of Chang. It looks pretty old. It's at least been well read. 1932. So I found Ivanhoe, one of my favorites. It's the Oxford edition. I can't find the age on it. It's got this inscription on the front, F.W. Wigan Northing. But the pages are so old, and they're not even. It's like printed a little crooked on the page. Probably because it's from a printing press. The Complete Edgar Allan Poe Tales. It's just really cool looking book. You know, some would say it's not that old. This one was printed in 1981, but the pages look pretty aged to me, and that was 43 years ago. All right, wrap your head around that.
So as soon as they let people in, I do not fight for space, but I just kind of look from the side, see if they're throwing over any good quilts that I want to have. It's kind of my rule of thumb. Occasionally I sneak in. That gets a little bit crazy. I just snagged this really cute floral sheet. Somebody had grabbed it and put it back. It looks like it's got a little bit of a stain, but I think I can soak that out. I don't know if this is a match. I'm gonna have to go check, but if it's not a match, it's very similar to the other sham that I already found. Cute. Are a match.
I think those are a match.
On two different sides of the lids.
Nice.
So I think this is a vintage Ferga doll. It's made in Italy. She's got the hoop. I'm gonna hand wash and steam her outfit. I think should be worth between $30 and $50. I'll probably sell it for the $30 range. I love her dress and all the detail on it. And for those of you wondering about dolls, they do sell. People love them for nostalgia. That bride doll that I found not too long ago, I actually placed it staring out the window at the shop. And somebody just bought it last week. They came back in for it, so she must have been staring at them and they decided they needed it. Do I need this door stop? It's cute. It's just like the most random stuff in the bins. This, I don't know, something service. I think this is pewter. I'm going to take it home and clean that up and see if I can get the name. Guardian Service. I'm going to grab these. They don't weigh a lot, and I put some in my mystery boxes. People were excited about them, so I'm going to take them home with me. Hopefully they don't cost me too much. So we are back at the shop, unloading all of the items. Some of them have sold, some of them have not. And they get sorted and organized here and shipped out.
I really love the way these mirrors turned out versus the red.
It just looks so much more high-end, almost mid-century modern. I think.
Or they could even fall under the Art Deco category.
You guys recall from Monday's video, we thrifted this for $15. It's a little wobbly, so I don't know if you can fix that. But Maria came in and she arranged all of our antique postcards, sorted them by what style they are. We even got these pictures in here and they fit perfectly. Like, look how good that looks. I think that's better than people digging through a box. Another day, another romper. This one's actually available on JamiRayVintage.com. It's early because we're about to get ready for Waste Not Wednesday.
Shame on me, I haven't cleaned up from the last mess I made. But we have this antique sign.
That's from a few weeks ago. We bought it. We're going to put that up today. We're going to seal it. I'm going to head to FedEx and drop off some online orders, so I'm going to leave Zeb alone for a minute.
The real question is, do I have any treated lumber over here on the side? Because I think we were just going to put those in the ground. Dig a couple holes.
And Zeb is carrying over the sign. You know what? I need to, while you're starting to dig holes, I need to go get some sealer for that sign.
Okay, but the real question is, where exactly do you want it?
Well,
Front over here. Remember, we got to mow around this thing.
oh, okay. So if we're gonna mow it, put it like between these two posts, maybe?
So like right here, like
Because you weed whack that anyways.
So this is what you're looking at.
Or put it in front of this post in the middle.
I don't know if I like that. So be over like that.
Well, no, it needs to be between the two windows. So find where the middle is and then come forward.
And be off-centered on the post?
Yeah,
Weird.
that's fine. It's what looks good from over there. Walk forward and let's see. Keep coming, because we don't want to have to mow around it. Yeah, that's good right there. I know it looks off from this, but from the road it'll look better because it's going to be centered with the windows. Because what's more obvious from the road? The windows or the post?
Posts?
Fine, if that's where you want it.
We'll
Okay.
stand over in that field.
Here's the thing. We can put it here if you promise to take all those cords off while we're here today.
I don't know if we have time, but I'll take them off.
Okay. Zeb has now found center. Does that look center to you guys? Hopefully it does. Also, ignore the Jeep. My oldest son is supposedly getting that out in a week. We'll see. Now it makes you want to paint the back door. If you give a mouse a cookie, we got to get rid of those, and I got to paint the back door. Painting the back door actually wouldn't be that hard.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
The preferred method to clean antique signs.
Yeah, the hose, and then I'm gonna face it towards the sun, and then I'll seal it.
And then you're gonna seal it.
Yeah.
What are you using to seal it? Oh, you got some out already.
I forgot a brush. It's not rated for outdoors, but guess what? I
It's-
use it on all my outdoor stuff, so
It's pretty tough.
it's tough stuff. So Zeb was gonna use his post. Zeb was gonna use his post hole driller, but that one's not the right size. He says he's gonna get a hammer. I think you should just get the tractor
And do what?
and use your bucket and just
No.
tap that down.
That's not very accurate.
He says that's not very accurate.
how tall is that? That's about right.
Yeah, so that's how far down it is. See how tall that one is, and then that's a good.
So basically the top of the ladder.
Yeah. And Zeb weed whacks here anyways, so that's why we decided to put it between the posts, because I use the riding lawnmower on the rest of our big lawn. Yeah, I gotta tell Harrington, I love you, kid, but your Jeep's gotta go. All right, this was Zeb's solution. These are actually from the plumbing section, and he's just drilling them into the back. They will ratchet strap. Will you screw them onto the pole as well?
No, we just tighten these down onto the pole. I mean, I may have to drill a hole in them, but I don't think so. So I've been meaning to pull these off for ages. It's just one of those things that, you know, it's not a priority. It's not hurting anything except for aesthetics, so it just never gets done. So I'm gonna come through and start cutting these off. Should be pretty quick and easy. They don't go to anything. They're just cut off right here. These are just rotted plastic zip ties. They're just popping out. That was a pretty big old mess of wires. Oh, and I have some over here. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this up on initially, and then you're going to have to hold it up while I tighten the top to these on each side.
So Zeb says I'm gonna have to use my guns.
All right, let's see how level it is. It's actually pretty much spot on.
I'm using Sweet Pickin's top coat in gloss to paint this sign. It isn't rated for outside, but I have used it on a ton of outdoor projects with great success. So I'm probably gonna come back later today or tomorrow and do another coat just to give it a little extra sealer. Zeb's winding the hose for me. Anybody else hate winding hoses? Zeb's good at, that one's just really heavy, and so he's a lot faster than me. And I'm going to plant something down on the bottom of the poles. So not this week, maybe next week. Comment below and let me know what you think we should plant that will climb up the poles. It already gets watered by the sprinklers, so it'll be really easy for maintenance. Either something that's like a bush that covers them, or maybe like a climbing rose. So we are back at the shop. We have finished Waste Not Wednesday projects, so we'll drop those off. And then if you look behind there, we have mystery box items. So that's
oh, is that what those are gonna be?
I went through the house and grabbed stuff that I no longer need or haven't really done anything with.
Didn't feel super inspired to do a project with today.
Yeah. And I'm like, let's move it on to somebody else. We're gonna go in the barn, see what's in there, and then we'll go upstairs and see what we can find up there.
We're in the barn just kind of looking at things, and everything's kind of big in here, but there is this box of wooden signs. I'm not exactly sure what is even in that, or if it is wooden signs or not. Well, look at that. It actually is wooden signs.
What is this?
What's in here? It's like special surprise July craft kit leftovers from last year.
These are like not really what goes in a mystery box though.
I don't know. Someone might love this. Like, look at that. That's amazing.
It needs to be redone.
Yeah, it's all scratched up.
Maybe we'll do craft supply boxes. That's cute. This one's cute.
Let's take it in and see what we can find.
Okay.
It's like Christmas. Do you even know what you have in all of this?
Bag of lemons. I don't think I'm gonna give everybody one. This is paint products. So that's for a paint product mystery box. So that's gonna go over here.
Okay.
And then
Some
this is from
linens.
the house. This is like something we did. This is for my sister Deborah from her house. Look.
It's milk glass.
Yeah, and some tablecloths, a pewter bowl. But I think she might have thrifted, has a Goodwill sticker and another linen.
Well, we're gonna go find a bunch of stuff, and then we'll get it all out here on the table and kind of show you guys what's gonna be in these boxes. You won't know what's in each box, but you'll have an idea of kind of the stuff.
Should we take them upstairs?
Sure. All right, we're gonna go up the spooky old stairs. This is the part of the shop we have not really addressed.
I mean, we've addressed it, but...
We've done some stuff, but this is where all the overflow and things we just don't want to deal with right now.
Well, like seasonal and stuff. There's just a few things.
I didn't know we had this frame up here. Is this? Oh, this is from a few thrift hauls ago. Did it ever get listed?
Let me see. I don't think so.
Okay. I think that's a good candidate. These are some of Jami's fancy plaster lemons. A couple of them have some dings on them, but for the most part, they're in pretty good shape. All right, so all of this stuff is gonna go into a few boxes. We'll probably mix and match some things. I feel like they kind of go together, but we're gonna do a few boxes with this decor in it, and it'll be a mystery on what's in what box. I'm not even gonna keep track. My spools and stuff are not part of that. So Jami is packing up a bunch of off-brand, we will call them, stencils we used before we started making our own and haven't used in forever because we don't sell them, frankly.
Yeah, and I have these bags because I was going to do like a craft with them and I never did. So everything these little ones are gonna get a bag and some smaller stencils, and I'm just gonna keep packing until they're full. And some will have more, some will have less. Like, that's the joy of the mystery envelope. I don't have time to be particular. And then
we have horse kits left?
Yeah, you want those?
No, those are cool. Someone's gonna get a real fun kit.
Yeah, I think they're cool too, but I also think that if I don't clear out space upstairs...
No, they've just been in a box upstairs. I didn't even know we had them.
I didn't realize how bad upstairs was till I just went up there, and I was like...
I don't know that it's bad. It wasn't disorganized. It's just starting to be a lot.
Yeah, and some of this is from like when we moved. I haven't
Is this still good? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's like, I think they cut through it and put tape on it.
Oh, I see.
So and some of these are like promo stencils that I never...
Are you gonna send some old brushes?
Uh-huh.
Nice. They're still in good shape.
Yeah, and then I also have a bunch of like bond that leaked, and so I can't sell it, but I don't need to use that much, and I need to get rid of it before it goes bad. So I'll send that with a milk paint, because that makes the most sense. This is going to be what I would consider a mixed box, and I'm going to call it a mixed craft supply paint. There's wood, tons of little milk paint samples, whole craft kit, like wood cutouts, 2 rocking horses in here. It's got old and gray, some oil wax and bubble wrap, and then bond, because every time I said milk paint, sending bond because I have a bunch that got damaged, and like a blank. This is going to be a mixed craft box. Zeb, how do you feel about this?
You know, it's basically just shipping.
Does it remind you of England? Like just the fast and furious, ship it, pack it?
All day long, just, get home in the evening and just ship till we go to bed, right? Thanks for hanging out with us today. We got the sign up, we went to the Goodwill bins, and we got like 12 or 13 boxes and envelopes put together.
Envelopes done. First time ever for paint. So if you guys want to shop along with our, oh look, I worked so much I twisted my overalls. If you guys want to shop along, we're going to drop the link below. It's all at JamiRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
And don't forget our Saturday night thrift haul at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time.
There's Odelia. All right, good job.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow.